I love you, Kelly.
Kelly, we don't question it.
No,
We
we
don't
love
question it.
you. We take you for you are, your family.
Okay, this film,
Okay.
Unwrapping Christmas. It is the first of a four-part film series. Unwrapping Christmas, this one is called Tina's Miracle. Successful gift wrapping. First of all, the first word successful.
No.
We don't know if it's successful or not, but it's a gift wrapping shop owner, Tina. She's in charge of planning this year's annual Christmas gala, but things begin to go awry when the gala faces cancellation due to a Scrooge-like estate owner. This one stars Natalie Hall and Alex Santos. Alex Santos was in the movie last week that we watched, A Machu Picchu Proposal. His performance in this one was better simply because it was a better cast. But did that mean it was a good film?
Okay.
Ben, let us know. What did you think?
His performance wasn't that much better. I'm sorry. The first half of the movie, I wanted to just give up on this thing. The movie progressed to get a little bit more palatable, but that still didn't save the whole movie for me. Uh, the whole misunderstanding story has been done to death. And as far as I'm concerned, this movie could have gone unmade and I would have been just as happy.
You know, I kind of agree with you on this one. It was
I dozed off watching it.
Mark dozed off while watching it.
I was online shopping, just putting stuff in shopping carts. I don't have any money, but it was fun just putting stuff in shopping carts.
Yeah. So, and for Daniela, she says, this one was a miss for me. Cute, but very boring. And the ADR was distracting. Absolutely, it was.
Yeah.
Not just the ADR was distracting, but lots of little
What the
details
hell's
that
an
were missing.
ADR?
It's the sound.
Oh.
The something else that was distracting were certain details in the film, like when she printed off the wrapping paper that she did off of a Polaroid picture. And we all know how crisp and crystal clear the image is in a Polaroid picture.
And it just happened just like that. And it was edge to the edge perfectly. She was taking wallpaper. There was a lot of cheesiness to it. It got better as they were figuring out who the house was. I called it out right out that one of them is related to that woman in blue.
So yeah, the concept of this is that Unwrapping Christmas refers to Tina or Tia. It's Tina's. Yeah, her store is called All Wrapped Up, and she wraps gifts all year long. I guess gets really busy at Christmas. They must have other services that the store offers as well, because you just can't make a business all based around wrapping packages.
No.
Just
Well,
not
apparently
possible.
these four women could.
And this was a college project that the professor forced them to make it as a real business.
Yeah.
So all four of them went into this business.
Now, all four women are going to be featured in their own film, but I guess Tina is the official owner of this store, and the other three work there.
Okay.
But that's still not clear.
Can I share some notes that I made during this move while I watching? Okay.
Absolutely. I'll present your camera.
Okay. These are just some quick notes that I made while I watched the film, and this was at Arnie's suggestion. Stilted acting. Michael Alonso, who was the male lead, and his profound pauses are annoying. His acting chops were not there. They had a stereotypical mopey kid with dyslexia.
ADHD.
Yeah. Okay.
Dyslexia.
Well, okay.
Anyway, there was one scene where they were doing this cooking in a kitchen project and all, and they had garlands and lights all over the counters. And I'm thinking, who in their right mind? I mean, I understand. Even Arnie and Doug decorate their place to the hilt. But who puts garlands and lights directly in the areas where you're supposed to put pots and pans?
Yeah.
This was not a Christmas movie. And I just want to know, how often are church sanctuaries used for wrapping parties and music montages?
Now, Richard brings up a good point. Forget the fact that they finally Google the house at the end of the movie to find out that Alec doesn't own the house, yet he still thinks it can convert it into a school.
Yeah.
It was owned by the county. Don't these counties or cities know how much what their assets are?
Ben, one thing
Okay.
about those Christmas decorations that you mentioned,
Yeah.
they put garland and lights behind the faucet at the sink.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
keep electricity away from a sink.
Yes.
Period.
Oh, I need a
Uh,
place for my knives.
Doug, did you happen to notice that the logo for Alonzo Industries was everywhere and it was a terrible logo?
He mentioned that. Honestly, I wasn't paying attention. I was online shopping.
Yeah.
I just, I,
Okay.
I just
And
didn't care.
just a couple more notes. First of all, their paper wrapping contest that was supposed to be part of this whole a celebration was one of the stupidest contests ever.
Yeah.
Oh, it
And
was.
Tina asked the mopey kid to take a picture with a Polaroid to make sure it was in focus. I mean, you can't focus a Polaroid picture. Everybody knows that.
Yeah,
It's like
exactly.
there were so many stupid parts of this script that just didn't make sense, and it's almost like the writers were assigned to this project and just gave up after 2 days of
Yeah,
writing.
there were plenty of holes in the stories that were just not flushed out at all.
And
Nothing was flushed out.
because we're super fussy when it comes to our Christmas movies,
It was just,
it
yeah,
wasn't a
there it is.
Christmas movie.
There it is. Just
The
a dull
doll
storyline.
storyline. You just wanted to clean the kitchen or do
Who?
something else.
Yeah, really. Who cared?
But
And
it
yes,
wasn't a
yes.
Christmas movie. If
No.
we are now being really hypercritical,
Yeah.
we don't do Christmas adjacents. If this movie can be taken out at a different time, we want to know that it's Christmas centric. I have to have Christmas centric. If you're going to do a Christmas movie,
Yeah.
I
Just
don't want it
remember,
to make it to be with something else.
just remember, Noah is our resident
Yeah,
mopey
he's a
kid.
mopey kid. What?
And yeah, Chris,
Stop texting me.
definitely you are safe in skipping this film. Ben, what did you score this film on a scale of 0 to 10 gold crowns? What did you give it?
I gave it 2, and I didn't score it 0 because there were parts of the film where I was actually distracted into thinking that it was an okay movie. But this is the way I came up with my score. We have a maximum score of 10, but because the movie only really started to get kind of decent halfway through, I halved the score at that point. But because the score wasn't even worthy of 5, it only got a couple of points out of me, which is why it got down to 2.
Okay, why are you
That makes sense?
texting?
Yes, it does.
That
It
was
makes
that
sense.
was a way too long diatribe of you trying to score something that was bad.
But
Go on.
I could tell you, I gave it 2 gold crowns, although I was doing some research on it, and the general consensus across the internet was 6 out of 10. I completely disagree. For me, 2 gold crowns.
I don't know if it was pity or I just wasn't paying attention, but I like the fact that they were figuring something out, and everything I predicted came true. Oh, one of them is going to be related to that old bat that's in blue up there. I knew all of that, so I can
Of
give it a
course.
3.
Of course.
I gave it a 3. I mean, I love how the rich I'm just going to create a school because my kid's not getting attention at work
I like what
or
Oscar.
at
I like
school.
what Oscar says here. Who, honestly, who watches Hallmark Christmas movies for the stories? Not me. Unless they do stuff like eating pecans or nuts.
Okay.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
So,
All right. So yeah,
Hallmark, they
this
put
is
this out
again.
last year.
No, they put this out first on Hallmark Plus,
When
and
they
all 4 films dropped when that service premiered back in October.
Yeah, this was some of their new content so they can have original content for Hallmark Plus, the streaming service.
So now it's on Hallmark Channel, and I think they should have just left it there on Hallmark Plus. It could have given us a repeat of Christmas at the Plaza or Pemberley Manor.
Oh, we made up for it.
Any of the other
Christmas.
Yeah.
But this is not as bad as Hearts Around the Table.
Yeah,
it's bad. That was bad. At least this one had.
I agree with Richard. They need to get to just one-off films so that the stories are concise. We don't need these arcs of films.
If
like The Wedding Veil, Hearts Across the Table, or whatever that mess was called. Unwrapping Christmas.
The only 3-film arc that I think was fine was when they were doing Love on the Danube, when they were all separate stories. It was just like a Love Boat situation. I thought that was fine.
And then the
The
Cherry
the
Lane
other
I thought was superior.
Well, but Cherry Lane wasn't an arc of films. It was just a one film, and then they created a bunch of films that they posted on the streaming service. Now, the other arc that I didn't mind was the one with the Royals early on.
Yes, that was
That
good
was
too.
done. And then the Barcelona, you can have two offs where one kind of helps the other.
But
Yeah,
that was fine.
So
All
it
right.
yeah, but
can
they
work.
are they are but they're just trying too hard at packaging all these films together in groups. They just need to go back to just creating a single story that goes for an hour and 24 minutes.
So, like I said, this is the first of 4 films. Let's hope that the other 3 get better.
Ugh,
Although I'll tell you this,
I'm running out of shopping
I
carts.
my my hopes are not up, but let's see what happens. Hallmark will be doing another one of these this Saturday, and I don't remember which name it is. It's one of the 4 women that work there at the wrapping store, but the film will be based around her. All right, everyone, we're going to take a quick break here. You are watching PTV Live Holiday Edition. We'll be right back.